the cable in the rusted jack, sending a distorted frequency back. Snap the E string on the second fret. The basement is dripping in a nervous sweat. I don't want harmony, I want the noise, ignoring the critics and the label boys.
Hitting the cymbals till my knuckles bleed, planting a sonic revolutionary seed. Kicking the microphone across the floor, screaming until my vocal cords are sore.
The landlord is banging on the ceiling tile, but we are projecting a rebellious style.
The tempo fluctuates, the pitch is wrong,
but this is our agonizing, honest song.
Turning the amplifier to the absolute max,
swinging the rhythm like a heavy axe, sweating it out in the bitter jam.
We don't give a single solitary damn.
The chords are ugly, the vocals crack,
launching a musical
fierce attack,
bleeding
our frustrations onto the stage,
transforming the poverty
into pure rage.
The bass guitar is heavily out of tune, howling like a wolf at the afternoon moon. I stomp on the pedal, let the fuzz explode, driving recklessly down a rocky road,
spitting the lyrics with a venomous bite, ready to engage in a physical fight. The melody is fractured, the structure breaks, revealing the magnitude of our mistakes. The tempo fluctuates,
the pitch is wrong,
but this is our agonizing, honest song. Turning the amplifier
to the absolute max,
swinging the rhythm like a heavy axe, sweating it out in the bitter jam.
We don't give a single solitary damn.
The chords are ugly, the vocals crack,
launching a musical
fierce attack, bleeding our frustrations onto the stage,
transforming the poverty
into pure rage.
Smash the instrument,
break the wood,
expressing exactly what the anger should.
No polished pop, no plastic smile,
just raw aggression in a
brutal pile. Breathe, heavy sweat pours, opening the forbidden doors. Play it rough, sweating it out in the bitter jam.
We don't give a single solitary damn.
The chords are ugly, the vocals crack,
launching a musical
fierce attack, bleeding our frustrations onto the stage,
transforming the poverty
into pure rage. Bitter, bitter noise, let it feed back, let it ring. piercing polluted stratospheres. Executives counting digital currencies, vaults secure in shiny bullions, greed driving market crashes,
algorithms controlling stock exchanges, mattresses trapping human minds,
cybernetic cages locking users,
passwords forgotten by admins,
corruption infecting bureaucratic systems, bribery buying political favors, Babylon's sorrow, modern empire, capitalism failing innocent citizens, Babylon's sorrow, neon pyramid, hierarchy crushing lower classes.
Contracts signed with ink, lawyers defending guilty billionaires, courtrooms favoring wealthy defendants, justice scaled unevenly.
Factories producing cheap plastics, consumers purchasing useless items, landfills overflowing with garbage, materialism rotting societal values, corruption infecting bureaucratic systems, bribery buying political favors, Babylon's sorrow, modern empire, capitalism failing innocent citizens, Babylon's sorrow, neon pyramid, hierarchy crushing lower classes.
Empires collapsing underway, hubris causing inevitable downfall,
Monopolies breaking apart finally,
economies plunging into depression,
stock drops, panic starts, bank breaks, shattered parts.
whoa.
Babylon's sorrow, modern empire, capitalism failing innocent citizens, Babylon's sorrow, neon pyramid, hierarchy crushing lower classes, system crash, empire falls, rebooting tranquil, the neighborhood was calm, singing sweet melodies from an ancient psalm. Then the flashing crimson disrupted the peace, the sudden aggressive arrival of the police. They kicked the wooden barricade completely down, bringing a heavy terror to our humble town.
Running through the alley, jumping over bins, punished severely for imaginary sins. The metallic handcuffs clicking on the wrist, another young brother vanishing in the mist. The authoritarian boots stomping on the yard, playing the cruel
discriminatory card. The innocent are captured without a fair trial, subjected to a system that is totally vile. The blue and red lights slice through the dark,
leaving a permanent, terrifying mark.
Listen to the shriek of the wailing siren, trapping the lions in a cage of iron. A terrifying pitch cutting through the bone, leaving a weeping mother sitting all alone. The justice is blind, the tragedy is real, crushed underneath the authoritarian wheel.
The magistrate is sleeping in a massive estate, while the ghetto youth dictates his own grim fate. A badge and a weapon authorize the raid, ignoring the foundational promises they made.
I gather the children, hide them in the back, protecting our family from the fierce attack. The neighborhood dogs begin to fiercely bark, a sinister shadow covers the local park. The innocent are captured without a fair trial, subjected to a system that is totally vile. The blue and red lights slice through the dark,
leaving a permanent,
terrifying mark. Listen to the shriek of the wailing siren, trapping the lions in a cage of iron. A terrifying pitch cutting through the bone, leaving a weeping mother sitting all alone. The justice is blind, the tragedy is real, crushed underneath the authoritarian wheel. Sitting all alone, the justice is blind, the tragedy is real, crushed underneath the authoritarian wheel. Flashing lights,
wailing loud, taking our brothers away.
The handwritten envelope in my shaking hand, the postmark reveals a distant coastal land.
10 years of silence, strictly dividing our lives.
A stubborn resentment that foolishly survives.
But the ink is smeared,
the penmanship is frail,
indicating that your
absolute health begins to fail.
Lying completely still in this hospice bed, rehearsing the apologies I
never formally said.
The monitor beeps with a lethargic, slow pace, staring at the ceiling,
seeking exceptional grace. I dropped my immense pride, I mailed the confession, hoping to alleviate this lifelong depression.
The stubborn grudges melt away in the fading light,
realizing the argument was never worth the fight.
facing the ultimate curtain, facing mortality,
embracing the genuine, fragile reality, finding the beautiful healing, the sweet redemption, granting our souls a glorious exemption, forgiving the past, releasing the heavy chain, washing away a decade of monumental pain before the final breath leaves the weary chest, laying the ancient bitter hostility to rest.
I hear the hospital door gently push open wide, tears immediately welling up deep inside. You walk to the mattress, you touch my weak arm, providing an instant miraculous soothing charm.
I look at the wrinkles decorating your face, all the childhood anger is erased from this place. I whisper forgiveness directly into your ear, banish the guilt, banish the lingering fear.
The stubborn grudges melt away in the fading light,
realizing the argument was never worth the fight.
facing the ultimate curtain, facing mortality,
embracing the genuine,
fragile reality,
finding the beautiful healing, the sweet redemption, granting our souls a glorious exemption, forgiving the past, releasing the heavy chain, washing away a decade of monumental pain before the final breath leaves the weary chest, laying the ancient bitter hostility to rest. Bitter hostility to rest. Oh.
let go of the anger,
Unclench the tight fist
we finally emerge
from the cynical mist.
the ultimate closure.
Is wonderfully pure,
Love is the absolute.
definitive cure. Hold my hand, close your eyes. No more distance,
No more lies.
peace at last. Finding the beautiful healing, sweet redemption, granting our souls a glorious exemption, forgiving the past, releasing the heavy chain, washing away a decade of monumental pain before the final breath leaves the weary chest, laying the ancient bitter hostility to rest. Sweet forgiveness,
Quiet redemption.
rest in peace. Scraping the thick ice off the windshield glass, watching the miserable, freezing commuters pass. My passport is stamped, my visa is secure, but this overwhelming homesickness has no cure.
I stare at the snowflakes
Falling on the street, dreaming of the equator and the tropical heat.
Working the graveyard shift at the factory line, sending the currency back to the family of mine. The language is foreign, the neighbors are cold, trading my vibrant youth just to grow old.
I wrap my thick scarf around my freezing chin, feeling the alienation deeply under my skin.
The diaspora struggles across the massive divide,
Swallowing the immense cultural pride.
we built a new shelter in this icy domain,
But the roots of the mango tree call us in vain. Singing the lonely, freezing Zion blues,
walking on snow in our inadequate shoes.
the mainland is wealthy but the spirit is poor, knocking eternally on a stranger's door, yearning for the island where the palm trees bend, hoping this geographical isolation will end.
Cooking the plantains on a tiny electric stove, trying to summon the scent of the citrus grove. The radio broadcast a cynical foreign news. Nothing can cure these
Expatriate blues. Looking at Polaroids fading in the drawer, remembering the sandy texture of the shore. I sing a dialect lullaby to my newborn child, hoping her island spirit remains totally wild.
The diaspora struggles across the massive divide,
Swallowing the immense cultural pride.
we built a new shelter in this icy domain,
But the roots of the mango tree call us in vain. Singing the lonely, freezing Zion blues, walking on snow in our inadequate shoes. The mainland is wealthy but the spirit is poor, knocking eternally on a stranger's door, yearning for the island where the palm trees bend, hoping this geographical isolation will end.
book the flight, cross the ocean wide.
We cannot permanently stem the returning tide,
The concrete jungle offers a decent wage,
but it functions exactly like a freezing cage. Far from home, shivering bones, dialing the international phones, island calls, singing the lonely, freezing Zion blues,
walking on snow in our
inadequate shoes. The mainland is wealthy but the spirit is poor, knocking eternally on a stranger's door, yearning for the island where the palm trees bend, hoping this geographical isolation will end. Freezing winter, island dreaming, Zion blues forever. Saltwater staining bruised cheeks permanently. Emotional fatigue overwhelming strong fighters, crying quietly behind iron barricades. sorrow, fueling ultimate resistance movements.
Gunpowder mixing alongside fresh wounds. Broken swords discarded near trenches. Warriors bleeding upon muddy front lines.
Shields splintered during fierce combat. Anguish forging absolute courage. Pain manifesting absolute power. Rebel tears, weeping soldiers.
Defiance born from tragedy.
Rebel tears, salty drops.
Vengeance disguised the sadness. Cannons roaring across decimated valleys. Helicopters circling above flaming ruins. Comrades falling, clutching chest plates. Casualties mounting beyond acceptable numbers.
Beauty screams echoing inside bunkers. Bandages soaking scarlet hues rapidly. Letters unread tucked inside pockets. Grief transforming into pure rage. Anguish forging absolute courage. Pain manifesting absolute power. Rebel tears, weeping soldiers.
Defiance born from tragedy.
Rebel tears, salty drops. Vengeance disguised as sadness.
Sorrow,
Oceans created from collective sobbing.
tsunamis washing away tyrannical regimes.
Victory demands heavy emotional tolls. Marching, marching forward, forward. Weeping, fighting onward. Rebel tears, weeping soldiers.
Defiance born from tragedy.
Rebel tears, salty drops. Vengeance disguised as sadness.
Giant eyes,
Weapons raised,
weapons raised.
freedom won.
Rain is falling sideways on the cobblestone. Waiting by the pub until the gig is done.
Black eyeliner running down my freezing face, but the heavy subwoofer warms this dreary place.
Vintage leather jacket and a polka dot.
Trying to find some rhythm in this melting pot.
Selling old vinyl at the market stall.
Lions of Judah painted on the brickwork wall.
Steam is rising up from the espresso machine.
The coolest vibration that the north has seen.
Got my knitted beanie combating the chill.
Walking down the alley past the cider mill.
Two different worlds colliding in the damp night air.
Punks and the prophets standing on the square.
We mix the bitter air with the island rum.
Marching to the beat of a universal drum.
Hey there, Camden chasing all the gloomy British clouds away.
Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove,
showing everybody how to really move.
underneath the bridges, right beside the lock.
The Camden Rasta
rules the city block.
Jumping on the Northern Line, minding the gap,
With the boombox pumping, resting on my lap.
people staring hard, but I just give a smile.
Bringing some sunshine, Jamaican style. Bargaining for boots inside a thrift store shop, waiting for the DJ's heavy bass to drop.
We are the outcasts, the rebels and the weird.
Everything we love is everything they fear.
Two different worlds
Colliding in the damp night air, punks and the prophets standing on the square.
we mix the
Bitter ale with the island rum, marching to the beat of a universal drum. Hey there, Camden Rasta, walking through the gray.
chasing all the gloomy British clouds away.
Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove,
Showing everybody how to really move.
underneath the bridges, right beside the lock. The Camden Rasta rules the city block.
From the Caribbean seas to the River Thames,
We are stitching up the culture at the urban seams.
no matter the weather, no matter the cold, this crosstown rhythm
Never gets old.
Camden Town, lock it down, Rasta stepping through the town, mash it up, mash it up.
Hey there, Camden Rasta, walking through the gray.
Chasing all the gloomy British clouds away.
Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove,
Showing everybody how to really move.
underneath the bridges, right beside the lock. The Camden Rasta rules the city block, right by the lock,
Camden Rasta,
ruling the block.
yeah, step to the groove.
The machete swings down on the thick sugar cane. My shoulders are screaming in agonizing pain. The foreman is watching from a shaded white porch, while the midday atmosphere begins to violently scorch. My throat is entirely coated in the suffocating dust, working for a system that is fundamentally unjust.
Carrying the bundles on a blistered broken back, walking barefoot along the agricultural track. The pennies they pay us cannot buy a decent meal. We are the invisible cogs in the capitalist wheel,
Sweating out fluids till the body goes numb, trapped entirely under the master's thumb.
the ultraviolet rays
The punish in the field, demanding an impossibly massive harvest yield. We cultivate the sweetness for the wealthy to consume, while we are slowly march toward an early tomb. Toiling strictly under the bitter agricultural cage.
The whistle blows loud across the massive estate,
but we refuse to work beyond the iron gate.
We gather our brothers, we formulate a strike,
showing the overseer what the rebellion looks like.
They threaten starvation, they threaten the whip,
but we maintain a firm, unbreakable grip.
The solidarity strengthens in the blistering heat,
refusing to accept a humiliating defeat. The ultraviolet rays are punishing the field, demanding an impossibly massive harvest yield. We cultivate the sweetness for the wealthy to consume, while we are slowly march toward an early tomb. Toiling strictly under the bitter sun, the grueling exploitation is entirely overdone. Baking in the fields till the daylight is spent, we cannot survive on a miserable percent. Drop the heavy tools, demand a dignified wage, stepping boldly out of this agricultural cage.
Correcting the mistakes that they made. The soil is fertile, but the labor is ours, reclaiming the value of our physical hour.
No more sweat, no more tears, ending the abuse of 100 years.
Stand together.
Demand a dignified wage, stepping boldly out of this agricultural cage. The sun goes down, labor stops. Bitter, bitter sun. Swinging at the cinema wall, watching the memories of my childhood fall. The landlord signed an eviction decree, chasing the locals away from the property. Bulldozers crushing the corner grocery store. The neighborhood we cherished exists no more.
Cranes are reaching up to pierce the sky. Luxury apartments built artificially high. They pave the old playground with fresh asphalt, blaming the poor for an imaginary fault. I pack my belongings in a cardboard crate, pushed to the margins by the hands of fate.
The scaffolding rises, the history dies, architects masking the brutal lies. Cement is pouring over the sacred ground, burying our culture without a single sound.
Weeping those heavy, heavy concrete tears, erasing the legacy of 100 years.
The skyline is changing, cold and gray,
taking our colorful sanctuary away.
Dust in the wind as the bulldozer steers, choking entirely on these concrete tears.
Fences are erected with the padlock chain, washing away the murals in the acid rain. Soulless corporations buying up the block, changing the rhythm of the city clock.
The bakery was demolished just yesterday, replaced by a franchise cafe entirely beige. We stand on the sidewalk watching the debris, a devastating casualty of the economy. The scaffolding rises, the history dies, architects masking the brutal lies. Cement is pouring over the sacred ground, burying our culture without a single sound. Weeping those heavy, heavy concrete tears,
Erasing the legacy of 100 years.
the skyline is changing, cold and gray,
Taking our colorful sanctuary away.
dust in the wind as the bulldozer steers, choking entirely on these concrete tears. But you cannot satisfy your monumental greed. You pour your foundation over bleeding hearts, ripping a vibrant community into parts. Rubble falling, iron bending, our history violently ending. No more. Weeping those heavy, heavy concrete tears, erasing the legacy of 100 years. The skyline is changing, cold and gray,
Taking our colorful sanctuary away.
dust in the wind as the bulldozer steers, choking entirely on these concrete tears.
Tear it down, cold cement.
Concrete tears on the pavement. A sewing pin, place the lock of your hair deep within. Wrap the fabric in a scarlet thread, leaving an offering beside your bed. Sprinkle the powder on the wooden plank, drawing my power from the riverbank.
Sweating in a fever trance, caught entirely in your wicked dance. Finding feathers underneath my shoe, I am completely mesmerized by you. My logic fails, my vision starts to spin, surrendering to this magnetic sin. The potion bubbles in the copper flask, I am a prisoner wearing a heavy mask. The incantation echoes in the swampy air, caught like a rabbit in a hunter's snare. Trapped inside your wicked voodoo love, no intervention from the skies above. A deadly hex wrapped in a sweet embrace, I cannot escape this hypnotic space. The priestess smiles as the needles poke, choking blindly on the mystical smoke. I try to run, but my legs are made of lead. Hearing your whispers inside my head, you stitch my
center of the bayou mist. I hold the doll and I pierce the heart, tearing your former reality apart. You belong to the shadows, you belong to me, a captive soul that will never be free. The potion bubbles in the copper flask. I am a prisoner wearing a heavy mask. The incantation echoes in the swampy air, caught like a rabbit in a hunter's snare. Trapped inside your wicked voodoo love, no intervention from the skies above. A deadly hex wrapped in the sweet embrace. I cannot escape this hypnotic space. The priestess smiles as the needles poke, choking blindly on the mystical smoke.
Is only getting worse.
We are victims of a terrifying charm,
unable to sound the desperate alarm.
Eyes roll back, mind goes blank, sinking deep in the riverbank. Hypnotized, trapped inside your wicked voodoo love. No intervention from the skies above. A deadly hex wrapped in a sweet embrace. I cannot escape this hypnotic space. The priestess smiles as the needles poke,
choking blindly on the
mystical smoke. Wicked magic, voodoo binding, lost forever in the trance. They tried to silence the voice of the brave, told us to behave from the cradle to the grave.
I painted my lips red, put on my favorite dress, step into the front line, cleaning up their mess.
Every word I speak is a spark in the dark, leaving a permanent, undeniable mark.
Marching through the valleys, marching up the hill, with an iron fist and a righteous will. They brought their weapons, we brought our truth,
stealing the innocence from our youth. I tied my dreadlocks, stood my ground tall, waiting for the oppressor's empire to fall.
The fire is burning, the
ashes will rise.
Look at the defiance shining
in our eyes. We paid the price, we bled on this soil. No more submitting to their endless toil.
These are rebel tears falling on the street,
turning to rivers right under our feet.
Crying for freedom,
crying for justice now. We will never bow, we make this solemn vow.
Watering the seeds of a revolution,
yeah. Tasting the salt of a rebel tear.
the prophets, the young and the old, but the cell cannot capture the spirit of a man who holds the destiny
of his brothers in his hand. Mothers are praying, waiting by the gate, hoping that mercy doesn't come too late. I sing a melody to pierce the iron bar, sending a message up to the stars.
The fire is burning,
the ashes will rise.
Look at the defiance shining
in our eyes. We paid the price, we bled on this soil. No more submitting to their endless toil. These are rebel tears falling on the street, turning to rivers right under our feet. Crying for freedom, crying for justice now. We will never bow, we make this solemn vow. Watering the seeds of a revolution, yeah. Tasting the salt of a rebel tear. Stand up for the ones who cannot fight. Rise up, step out of the night. Every drop that falls makes our numbers grow. Let the rivers of rebellion flow.
We know more.
Fight some more.
Keep down
Every locked door.
we know.
These are rebel tears falling on the street, turning to rivers right under our feet. Crying for freedom, crying for justice now. We will never bow, we make this solemn vow. Watering the seeds of a revolution, yeah. Tasting the salt of a rebel tear. Let them fall, let them fall. Tears of freedom for us all. Rebel on. Rebel on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Checkerboard patterns decorating tiled floors, suspenders holding up baggy trousers, polished loafers sliding cross linoleum, energetic steps matching snappy beats.
Trombone slides creating joyful noise.
Drummers hitting rim shots with precision.
Horn sections blasting brassy fanfares.
Kinetic energy electrifying dance halls completely. Feet shuffling non-stop tonight. Camden skank, lively motion, bouncing up, jumping down. Camden skank, joy is leaping, two-tone fashion ruling town. Hey, hey.
Fedoras tip slightly off center. Sunglasses worn indoors playfully. Braces snapping against cotton shirts. Perspiring brows wiped with handkerchiefs.
Skirts twirling around, dizzy in circles. Knees lifting incredibly high upwards. Syncopation guiding every frantic movement. Smiles flashing brightly amidst action. Kinetic energy electrifying dance halls completely. Feet shuffling non-stop tonight. enjoyment.
United by infectious musical grooves,
Weekend festivities, reaching maximum level.
step left, bounce right, spin fast.
Hold tight, Camden skate, live emotion,
Bouncing up,
jumping down, Camden skate, joy is leaping, two-tone fashion ruling town. Oh, yeah. Dances bow, party ready.
folding your sweaters, placing them in a box, changing the combinations on the rusty locks. I thought I would scream, I thought I would break, but there is a strange tranquility in this wake. The house is profoundly quiet, the kettle is warm. I found the elusive eye of the tragic storm. Sitting on the park bench, feeding the birds, no longer searching for complicated words. The anger has evaporated into the autumn breeze, leaving a placid silence among the willow trees. I watch the golden sun dip below the lake, accepting the reality of my mistake. No violent thunderstorms, no crashing wave, just a gentle surrender to what we couldn't save. The sharp edges of the tragedy have turned blunt, retreating entirely from the battlefront, sinking comfortably into a mellow grief, floating like a feather on a coral reef. A tender melancholy, exceptionally mild, crying as softly as a sleeping child. No more fighting for an elusive relief, just wrapping my shoulders in a mellow grief. Watering the ferns upon the windowsill, everything around me is perfectly still. Reading a novel by the fireplace, a subtle sad smile rests upon my face. Sweeping the kitchen floor with a steady hand, finally beginning to gracefully understand. The panic has subsided, the terror is gone, welcoming the pastel colors of the violent thunderstorms. No crashing wave, just a gentle surrender to what we couldn't save. The sharp edges of the tragedy have turned blunt, retreating entirely from the battlefront, sinking comfortably into a mellow grief, floating like a feather on a coral reef. A tender melancholy, exceptionally mild, crying as softly as a sleeping child. No more fighting for an elusive relief, just wrapping my shoulders in a mellow grief. Exhale the rush, everything settles in a quiet hush. Gentle mind.
exceptionally mild, crying as softly as a sleeping child. No more fighting for an elusive relief, just wrapping my shoulders in a mellow grief. So mellow, so gentle, a quiet goodbye. Trembling tone, confirming that our greatest prophet is finally gone. I walked to the turntable, wiped away a tear, selecting the masterpiece we desperately needed to hear. The speaker box hums with his immortalized voice, celebrating his legacy is our only valid choice.
The flags are flying halfway down the wooden mast. A nation reflects entirely on a glorious past. He brought the marginalized struggle to the global stage, writing the definitive anthem for a revolutionary age. I light a candle next to his portrait on the wall, waiting for the heavy collective weeping to fall. The studio is empty, the microphone is bare, but his magnificent frequency is lingering in the air. We lost the physical vessel, we lost the mortal man, but a philosophy continues exactly as he began, drowning in a worldwide reggae sorrow, wondering how we will ever face tomorrow. The needle hits the groove, the memory spins around, finding our consolation in his monumental sound. A legendary pioneer ascending to the sky, but this immortal vibration will absolutely never die. The record stores are crowded, people queuing in the rain, seeking a vinyl remedy for this unimaginable pain. Strangers are hugging, sharing an emotional bond, knowing his spirit traveled to the great beyond. I sing his famous chorus by looking at the stars, healing the generational deep historical scars. The rhythm section plays a tributary slow salute, honoring the magnificent, irreplaceable root. The studio is empty, the microphone is bare, but his magnificent frequency is lingering in the air. We lost the physical vest, we lost the mortal man, but the philosophy continues exactly as he began, drowning in a worldwide reggae sorrow, wondering how we will ever face tomorrow. The needle hits the groove, the memory spins around, finding our consolation in his monumental sound. A legendary pioneer ascending to the sky, but this immortal vibration will absolutely never die.
never die. Legend lives on through the sorrow. Music plays forever.
Staring blankly at the terrifying white canvas, feeling uninspired, completely directionless. Then you walked in with dirt on your shoes, bringing the colors that I needed to use. Your tangled hair carries the scent of the pine. Suddenly a brilliant idea is entirely mine. Carrying a notebook filled with scribbled rhyme, a driving poet ignoring the constraints of time. I offer a metaphor, I suggest a phrase, guiding your brush through the creative maze. A visionary drifter spreading the seed, fulfilling your imaginative desperate need. The ink is flowing, the portrait is clear, eradicating the typical artistic fear. We mix the palette, we sketch out the line, crafting a masterpiece perfectly fine. Guided directly by the dreadlock muse, scattering the boredom, sparking the fuse, painting the melodies, sculpting the word, making sure the silent expressions are heard. A beautiful portrait of rhythm and grace, finding the genius in this quiet place. I play a chord progression on this hollow wood, teaching you to express what you understood. The gallery waits for the final display. We work meticulously throughout the day, tracing the contours, defining the shape. A glorious, imaginative, grand escape. You are the catalyst, you are the spark, illuminating the corners of the dark. The ink is flowing, the portrait is clear, eradicating the typical artistic fear. We mix the palette, we sketch all the line, crafting a masterpiece perfectly fine. Guided directly by the dreadlock muse, scattering the boredom, sparking the fuse, painting the melodies, sculpting the word, making sure the silent expressions are heard. A beautiful portrait of rhythm and grace, finding the genius in this quiet place.
promise of old. I packed my bags, left the wasteland behind, searching for a piece I desperately needed to find. But the fruit on the trees tastes bitter and dry, and there's a storm brewing in the perfect sky.
Across the desert sand, sailed the boiling sea, believing this haven was meant for you and me. Got to the gates, but the angels were asleep, guarding secrets that the holy shouldn't keep. The mountains are majestic, but they cast a cold shade, realizing the promises have started to fade. We follow the compass, we follow the star, didn't know the journey would leave such a scar. The illusion is shattering, the mirror is cracked, now there is absolutely no turning back. Welcome to dark Zion, where the shadows play, where the holy men gamble your soul away. The chalice is empty, the sanctuary cold, the kingdom of lies bought and sold. We prayed for the heaven of the righteous lion, but we woke up lost in a dark Zion. Prophets whispering in the market square, selling salvation, but the cupboards are bare. I look in their eyes, just greed staring back, painting the holy white canvas to black. My tambourine broke on the marble floor, I don't wanna sing their praises anymore. The holy water is muddy and thick, this grand illusion is making me follow the compass, we follow the star, didn't know the journey would leave such a scar. The illusion is shattering, the mirror is cracked, now there is absolutely no turning back. Welcome to dark Zion, where the shadows play, where the holy men gamble your soul away. The chalice is empty, the sanctuary cold, the kingdom of lies bought and sold. We prayed for the heaven of the righteous lion, but we woke up lost in a dark Zion. Is there a real sanctuary somewhere out there,
Or just another mirage in the desert air?
take off the crown,
Strip away the disguise,
I'd rather have the ugly truth
than beautiful lies. Fate in paradise, lost in the promised land, slipping through my hands. Welcome to dark Zion, where the shadows play, where the holy men gamble your soul away. The chalice is empty, the sanctuary cold, a kingdom of lies bought and sold. We prayed for the heaven of the righteous lion, but we woke up lost in a dark Zion. Lost in Zion, dark, dark Zion.
no more illusions.
Yeah.
approaching the humid heat, watching the crimson sunset hit the dusty street, holding a crystal goblet filled to the brim,
trying to wash away the bitter taste of him.
The tropical breeze is sticky and violently warm,
a quiet preamble to a gathering storm.
Down in the cellar where the wooden barrels age, fermenting the fruit to pacify my rage, I crush the ripe berries with my heavy boots,
extracting the liquor from the island roots.
got a stained white shirt
And a stumbling walk, too heavily intoxicated to even talk.
The liquid velvet slides right down the throat,
keeping this sinking relationship afloat,
blurring the edges of a devastating lie,
drinking the entire mahogany barrel dry. Pour me another glass of the Kingston wine, tasting so venomous, yet feeling divine. A beautiful ruby poison in a fragile cup, tearing our foolish infatuation up. Let the heavy vintage numb the aching spine, drowning the romance in the Kingston wine.
The bartender wipes the counter with the dirty rag, I pull another copper coin out of my bag. The brass section plays a drunken sloppy tune
Under the spotlight of a bloated yellow moon, my lipstick leaves a mark upon the rim. The lights in the tavern are growing rather dim. A sudden dizzy spell overtakes my brain, embracing the pleasure to obliterate the pain. The liquid velvet slides right down the throat, keeping this sinking relationship afloat, blurring the edges of a devastating lie, drinking the entire mahogany barrel dry. Pour me another glass of the Kingston wine, tasting so venomous, yet feeling divine. A beautiful ruby poison in a fragile cup, tearing our foolish infatuation up. Let the heavy vintage numb the aching spine, drowning the romance in the Kingston wine. Majestically fall.
The harvest is ruined,
the vineyard is cursed,
but we cannot conquer this
terrible thirst. Sip it slow, swallow hard, leaving the lover completely scarred. Intoxication. Pour me another glass of the Kingston wine, tasting so venomous, yet feeling divine. A beautiful ruby poison in a fragile cup, tearing our foolish infatuation up. Let the heavy vintage numb the aching spine, drowning the romance in the Kingston wine. Spilling the wine, empty goblet, nothing left to drink. Tried to silence the voice of the brave, the cradle to the grave. I painted my lips red, put on my favorite dress, step into the front line, cleaning up the mess. Every word I speak is a spark in the dark, leaving a permanent, undeniable mark.
Marching through the valleys, marching up the hill, with an iron fist and a righteous will. They brought their weapons, we brought our truth, stealing the innocence from our youth.
I tied my dreadlocks, stood my ground tall, waiting for the oppressor's empire to fall. The fire is burning, the ashes will rise. Look at the defiance shining in our eyes. We paid the price, we bled on this soil, no more submitting to their endless toil. These are rebel tears falling on the street, turning to rivers right under our feet, crying for freedom, crying for justice. Now we will never bow, we make this solemn vow. Watering the seeds of a revolution, yeah, tasting the salt of a rebel tear.
Jailhouse doors swinging wide and cold, locking up the prophets, the young and the old. But the cell cannot capture the spirit of a man who holds the destiny of his brothers in his hand.
Mothers are praying, waiting by the gate, hoping that mercy doesn't come too late. I sing a melody to pierce the iron bars, sending our message up to the stars. The fire is burning, the ashes will rise. Look at the defiance shining in our eyes. We paid the price, we bled on this soil, no more submitting to their endless toil. These are rebel tears falling on the street, turning to rivers right under our feet, crying for freedom, crying for justice. Now we will never bow, we make this solemn vow. Watering the seeds of a revolution, yeah, tasting the salt of a rebel tear.
Stand up for the ones who cannot fight. Rise up, step out of the night. Every drop that falls makes our numbers grow. Let the rivers of rebellion flow.
We no more, fight some more. Kick down every locked door. Rebel, rebel. Rebel, rebel. this dreary place.
Vintage leather jacket and a polka dot,
Trying to find some rhythm in this melting pot.
Selling old vinyl at the market stall, lions of Judah painted on the brickwork wall. Steam is rising up from the espresso machine, the coolest vibration that the north has seen.
Got my knitted beanie combating the chill, walking down the alley past the cider mill.
Two different worlds colliding in the damp night air,
Punks and the prophets standing on the square.
we mix the bitter ale with the island rum,
Marching to the beat of a universal drum. Hey there, Camden Rasta, walking through the grey, chasing all the gloomy British clouds away. Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove, showing everybody how to really move. Underneath the bridges right beside the lock, the Camden Rasta rules the city block.
with a boombox pumping, resting on my lap. People staring hard, but I just give a smile, bringing some sunshine, Jamaican style.
Bargaining for boots inside a thrift store shop, waiting for the DJ's heavy bass to drop. We are the outcasts, the rebels and the weird. Everything we love is everything they fear.
Two different worlds colliding in the damp night air,
Punks and the prophets standing on the square.
we mix the bitter ale with the island rum,
Marching to the beat of a universal drum. Hey there, Camden Rasta, walking through the grey, chasing all the gloomy British clouds away. Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove, showing everybody how to really move.
underneath the bridges right beside the lock,
the Camden Rasta
rules the city block. From the Caribbean seas to the River Thames, we are stitching up the culture at the urban seams. No matter the weather, no matter the cold, this crosstown rhythm never gets old.
Camden Town, lock it down, Rasta stepping through the town. Camden Town, lock it down,
Mash it up, mash it up.
hey there, Camden Rasta, walking through the grey, chasing all the gloomy British clouds away. Got the London swagger, got the Kingston groove, showing everybody how to really move.
Underneath the bridges right beside the lock,
The Camden Rasta
rules the city block.
right by the lock, Camden Rasta,
Ruling the block,
yeah.
step to the groove.
Waking up shivering on a stairway bed, with a thunderstorm pounding inside of my head.
The
They try to prescribe me some chemical pills, but these hospital corridors give me the chills. I pull off the wires, I unplug the machine, looking for a healing that is vital and clean.
Sweating out the poison through my shivering skin, paying the toll for my comfortable sin. The doctors are talking, but I don't hear a sound. My medicine is waiting deep in the ground.
Need to walk barefoot on the African dirt to pull out the venom and banish the hurt. We are detoxing the spirit, purging the mind, leaving the toxic temptations behind. The needle is broken, the bottles are smashed, rising like a phoenix right out of the ash.
We're digging deep into the rehab roots,
Throwing away all the synthetic suits.
nature is the clinic,
The rhythm is the cure, making the corrupted soul holy and pure. Bathe in the river, cleanse the disease, finding our salvation under the trees.
fasting for days just to clear up the haze, escaping the center of this medical maze. The shaman is brewing a bitter green leaf, offering a genuine lasting relief.
My hands are still shaking, my vision is blurred, but the songs of the ancestors finally are heard. I trade my addiction for a spiritual high, watching the eagles circle the sky. We are detoxing the spirit, purging the mind, leaving the toxic temptations behind. The needle is broken, the bottles are smashed, rising like a phoenix right out of the ash. We're digging deep into the rehab roots,
Throwing away all the synthetic suits.
nature is the clinic, the rhythm is the cure, making the corrupted soul holy and pure. Bathe in the river, cleanse the disease, finding our salvation under the trees.
Wash away the chemicals,
Flush out the vein,
we are never going back to that.
artificial rain.
Drink the herbal water, let the fever break.
This is the only
Recovery that we're gonna take.
breathe in life, exhale the death,
Fighting for a sober breath.
heal the mind.
Oh,
We're digging deep into the rehab roots,
throwing away all the synthetic suits.
nature is the clinic, the rhythm is the cure, making the corrupted soul holy and pure. Bathe in the river, cleanse the disease, finding our salvation under the trees. Clean and sober, the nightmare is over.
Rehab roots will set you free.